Could you cover your timeline for selling everything and how you condensed a life full of stuff down to 2.5 suitcases?
Well, we didn't quite condense it down to 2.5 suitcases. Well, I guess
that's all we brought with us.
It was 2.5 suitcases a piece, but we did go back and bring some more, mostly clothes that we ended up donating because we lost weight. Yeah. But I digress.
Yeah, we did get rid of 95% of everything we own, and we did that with an estate sale. So your best bet if you have a lifetime worth of stuff in a house is to have an estate sale. It took about 3 months to get on the calendar and get it all set up and executed, so make sure you budget enough time for that, because the estate sale companies are pretty busy all the time, so they have to get you on their calendar. Then it took them they were there for a week pricing things and getting things staged for the estate sale. Then the weekend of the estate sale, we had to go stay in a hotel where we weren't allowed to stay there during the estate sale process. We did go check in occasionally and make sure things were not being sold that weren't supposed to be.
Right. And they did a great job.
They did a great job. They made a couple mistakes, like they sold my regulator for my dive gear, my scuba gear, separately from the computer. So the regulator had like a computer component on it that communicated, and so one didn't really work without the other. And I told them about that, but you just have to be really careful and say these go together and tie them up together, that kind of stuff. I mean, I guess just do your best to make sure that mistakes aren't made.
And I just give yourself extra time, because it took us, we still had stuff to get rid of that we took to Goodwill. We had to sell my car. And
So, and that's the other thing too. Don't take anything to Goodwill before you schedule the estate sale. People will buy literally anything. So you don't want to get rid of anything until after the estate sale. And at that point, you can take what's left, either donate it, give it away, or whatever. But don't try and sell your high ticket items, because then the estate sale might not take your sale if you've gotten rid of everything of value before they come in, because they have to be able to make a certain amount of money or they won't do it, and then you'll be stuck selling everything on Craigslist yourself.
Yeah, and boy, that could take a lot of work.
Yeah. It was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work.
So, and then when we ended up staying, we were planning on leaving and moving to Ecuador then, but because of my back, we decided to stay another year. And then we had to go buy a bunch of stuff for our apartment in Denver, and then I had to sell all of that on Craigslist, and God, that was a pain.
It wasn't a bunch of stuff, but we did have to buy a few things, so that was a little disappointing.
A bed, a kitchen table, and a couple dressers, and we had to sell all of that on Craigslist. But
yes, bottom line is give yourself extra time.
Yes, and just plan for a lot of hassle.
If you found this information helpful, leave us a like, please.
And hit the subscribe button.
And ring the bell, please, so you get notified about our next upload. We'll put a link in the description to all of our frequently asked questions.
And be sure to check out our other channel, Amelia and JP, because we show you what it's really like to live in Ecuador.